In this video, I'm going to explain everything that you need to know about managing all aspects of your Co-op membership to ensure that you remain compliant with the Co-op Act. Now, the Act places a large responsibility on the directors to maintain a members and directors register, and I'll demonstrate how easy we've made this task, as well as how to generate compulsory membership certificates, and I'll end off by explaining which Co-ops require audits, as well as my top tip. So if you're just curious or part of an existing Co-op, then this video is for you. However, if you're still planning to start your own Co-op, or you are unsure about authorized share capital, par value shares, or how the profit sharing for Co-ops work, then I suggest you take a look at my other video on planning a Co-op. Right, let's get started. To ensure good record keeping, I would recommend you capture the Co-op information using our online membership management module. So please click on swiftbridge.co.za and navigate to the Co-op management section. Now, the obvious benefit of using this service is the immediate and full transparency, as all members have viewing rights. One appointed member will be the administrator who has editing rights and the ability to email a viewing link to all the members. The system is designed to keep the Co-ops compliant with the Act, and the members' oversight will ensure the Co-op remains accurate and up to date. The first task the administrator should do is to capture the Co-op's details under the Overview tab. This information is pretty straightforward, as it is all available on the Certificate of Registration, also known as the Co-op 11. The next step is to capture the members' details one by one under the Members Registration tab. If we register the Co-op for you, then we will populate this data automatically. I'd like to highlight the nominee in the event of death, which is the person the member nominates to take over their shareholding in the event of their death. Now, all these data cells are important, as the standard constitutions refer directly to them. So by completing each of the relevant cells, your Co-op will remain compliant. With the members share section, you have to apply your mind. If these data fields are all new to you, then please play around with our planning tool to calculate the values, as it is these values we will use to generate the share certificates. The distinctive number range is to specify which individual shares belong to which members. Remember, each individual issued share has a unique sequential number assigned to it, with the first share starting from number 1. For example, if member number 1 has 30 shares, then the distinctive number range for the member is from share number 1 to share number 30, and nobody else can own these shares in this number range. This means the next member's share certificate will start at share number 31 and not 30, which is a common mistake many people make. Remember, no share number can be duplicated. Now, you may find that not all the members have paid the Co-op the full amount agreed to for their share contribution. In such a scenario, the members will only be entitled to their percentage paid up share for their profit portion. The final section of the members' information is only applicable if loans have been created. Remember, buying shares in a Co-op is not considered a loan, but rather classified as an equity investment, which does not attract any interest. So only if money is loaned to the Co-op to fund its cash flow will it be considered a loan to the Co-op and attract interest, which should be repaid to the member. Alternatively, if the member makes a loan from the Co-op, the amount of interest and the repayment date must be agreed upon and captured by the administrator. Every time there is a change on this page, a new share certificate should be printed and signed by the chairman, the treasurer, and the member to verify the authenticity, as it is proof of ownership. Remember to cancel the previous share certificate, as there can only always be one original signed membership certificate. Now, a question we often get is, does my Co-op require an audit? The simple answer is, it depends on your turnover. A CIPC has categorized primary Co-ops into the following 4 categories based on Co-op's turnover. As you can see, only category C, which is Co-ops with turnovers of more than 25 million rand, require an audit. The second point of interest is that all Co-ops need to complete a Form Co-op 8 each year on the anniversary date of the Co-op's registration. This form includes some basic information on the number of members and the annual return fees due to CIPC. If we assume the payment is not late and you are a category A1 carb, the annual return fee is 100 Rand. At the time of making this video, the process could not be done online and remained a manual application. Remember, failure to comply with this requirement will result in the carb being non-compliant, which will attract penalties and may eventually be deregistered by CIPC. To end off, my top tip would be to encourage every member to read their constitution, as a clear understanding of the rules should reduce conflict amongst its members. I hope you found this video informative, so as always remember, we are here to help.